Well, right now we are learning the latest on an apartment fire on Indy's northeast side. If you take a look here at these flames, visible from the interstate coming from one of those complexes. Thanks for joining us, everyone, here on 13 News at noon. I'm Karen Campbell. That fire leaving at least 35 residents in temporary shelter. It happened just before 7 last night at Bayview Club Apartments. That's near Shaylin Avenue and East 75th Street. Investigators say a lightning strike could be to blame as the fire is still under investigation. Now, officials tell us that most residents were already evacuated from the apartments by the time crews got there, but firefighters did have to rescue a dog. Now, we do know that one firefighter was slightly injured, but no one else was hurt.
I heard a loud boom. It sounded almost like a sonic boom that went off, and came outside and looked and saw the building up in flames and people and fire trucks everywhere, and it's just very devastating.
Yeah, the Red Cross was on the scene there to help those tenants there who now unfortunately need a new place to stay, a new home. All right, let's get you a checkup on the weather. We're giving you a live look right now over downtown Indianapolis. It was, well, to me, you know, walking into work today, Sean, it felt good today, yeah. But it's going to be a hazy afternoon.
Yeah, and it's from all that smoke. That's going to disperse over the next 24 hours here. It's still a little humid, but boy, I tell you what, tomorrow morning, Saturday morning, if you thought this morning was nice, wait until you walk out the door tomorrow, Karen. Let's set the stage for you. Some areas don't have much cloud cover. Now, there is a boundary that's snaking through right along I-70, and we're starting to see some clouds develop along that front. You go north of 70, you don't really have a chance at all of seeing anything pop up. You go south of 70, we'll keep in about a 20 or 30% chance in this zone here from Terre Haute over toward Columbus, Bloomington included. Dew points ranging from the lower 60s north to near 70 south. And again, it's that zone where we could see some pop-ups. A stray shower, a rumble of thunder with the daytime heating. It's not a real high chance. There's going to be a lot of dry time. You can see the sky here in downtown Indy is still remaining a little bit hazy. Air quality moderate. Low to mid 80s for temperatures. We cool it down tonight. We turned it up a little bit. We'll have you all covered in the 7-day forecast here in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Sean. This afternoon, we are learning what led up to a violent crash that hurt 8 people, including 6 children. You can see this extensive damage here in this video. It happened Tuesday on the Near East Side at the intersection of New York Street and State Avenue. One of the drivers involved was arrested for operating a vehicle while intoxicated. Our Marion County reporter Lauren Kostick has video of the crash and a message from the business owner who shared it. Now, we do want to warn you, this video may be hard to watch.
Surveillance video from this tire shop shows the moments leading up to that horrific crash. You can see the driver of the Dodge Charger traveling here on State Avenue and blowing this red light before smashing into the other car. In the video, the driver of the Ford Explorer is heading east on New York Street when a Dodge Charger comes flying down State Avenue, crashing right into them. Debris flying as the SUV hits a pole and lands on the sidewalk. A closer look at the video shows the light was red for several seconds before the Charger even got to the intersection. Something that surprised the mechanic at the tire shop after watching the video.
Sad to really see somebody would actually run a red light here at an intersection where kids and people walk all the time down the street.
He said the Dodge Charger was going at least 50 miles per hour through the light.
I mean, he had hit him so hard that his tire came off the rim. That don't hardly happen.
It shook the building, I know that.
James Williams owns the shop, saying speed is a constant issue in the area.
No stranger, people in a hurry trying to get to where they're going to, around the corner, wherever that might be. And people don't realize that they're putting everybody else in danger.
IFD says 7 of the people hurt were in this Explorer, 6 of them children, many in critical condition. One of them had to be revived by medics. Jahan Harden was one of the witnesses who jumped in to help.
You know what I'm saying? The ambulance is coming, trying to comfort them, anything I could, and that's what the community that was here, the rest of the people, they did the same thing.
As police investigate, Williams is hoping his video slows people down and makes them think twice when behind the wheel.
because, man, people need to see that. Babies laying in the street, maybe that'll get somebody's attention.
The driver in this case was arrested for operating a vehicle while intoxicated, and the Marion County Prosecutor's Office is reviewing that case and will determine final charges. In Indianapolis, Lauren Kostick, 13 News.
All right, thank you, Lauren. 13 News looked into the suspect's criminal history and found he's been caught 8 times driving while his license was suspended. 5 of those happening in the same year. That was 2015. And he was pulled over for speeding 3 times in 2015 and 2016. 13 News also spoke with a family member of the woman whose SUV was hit. Now, we are told that she is doing better, but is still in a lot of pain. They say she is desperate to see her kids. We are also working to learn what led to an overnight police chase. This one started in Lawrence and ended on the west side along 465 and Sam Jones Expressway. 13 News caught the chase just as it was happening. Lawrence police tell us an officer tried to stop the suspect, but they took off. Eventually, IMPD caught up with the driver and took them into custody. We are working to find out if charges will be filed. And we are learning more about the moment a 16-year-old girl was hit by an alleged drunk driver. It happened on Brookville Road near Emerson and English Avenues last Saturday. According to court documents, the teen was hit so hard it damaged the truck she was next to. IMPD says the driver had a blood alcohol content of 0.219. Now, that is nearly 3 times Indiana's legal limit. They say he also had kids in the car at the time of the incident. 13 News spoke to the teen's father, who tells us he wants drivers to slow down and be responsible.
Vehicles, I can replace those. I can't replace my kid. I just really, truly wish people would slow the down and pay attention, because we got lucky and her arms just got broke and she had to have surgery. But that could have been her life.
Advocates are now sounding the alarm after an increase in hit-and-run cases here in Indy. Indy Pedestrian Safety Crisis posted on social media there have been 23 hit-and-run cases involving pedestrians or bicyclists in just 1 week. Now, that is the highest number they've ever seen in such a short period of time. And the man who hit that teen faces several charges, including leaving the scene of an accident and causing serious bodily harm while intoxicated. All right. Now to Decision 2024. President Biden speaking for the first time last night in a historic speech from the Oval Office. Now, after announcing he would drop out of the race, Biden is now throwing his support behind Vice President Kamala Harris. During the speech, Biden says serving the country has been an honor of a lifetime. He also said the best way forward is to pass the torch. Now, while Biden did not give a direct answer for why he is stepping down, he did tell the American people that history is in our hands.
There's also a time and a place for new voices, fresh voices, yes, younger voices. And that time and place is now. Over the next 6 months, I'll be focused on doing my job as president.
The VP and now presumptive Democratic presidential nominee Kamala Harris made a stop here in Indianapolis, and we were there for her visit yesterday at noon. While speaking at the National Convention for Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, Harris drew a stark contrast between her and former President Donald Trump. Harris talked about reproductive rights and the overturning of Roe v. Wade. Indiana has one of the strictest laws on abortion.
Well, let me tell you something. When I am president of the United States, and when Congress passes a law to restore those freedoms, I will sign it into law. We are not playing around.
And State Representative Cherish Pryor, she also attended, and she called Harris's visit incredibly moving. And while Harris was in Indianapolis, former President Donald Trump was on the campaign trail in North Carolina, focusing on his likely new opponent during his address. Take a listen.
3.5 years, Lion Kamala Harris has been the ultra-liberal driving force behind every single Biden catastrophe.
Trump's visit comes less than a week after Harris made her 7th visit to North Carolina this year.